Tonight at 5, Indianapolis Metro Police are trying to piece together how a little 3-year-old boy got outside and then ended up in a retention pond.
Kamari Williams died last night after being pulled from the pond at an apartment complex on Indy's northeast side. His family tells Jenna Webster that he lit up every room.
This is the retention pond where a neighbor found 3-year-old Kamari Williams. But his family says this pond is not what they want the last memory of their young boy to be.
My baby wasn't shy. He had so much confidence.
Confidence is easy to see on home videos.
This little old man.
Kamari Williams, family will tell you, was 3 going on 37.
Going to the park, reading books.
His appetite, though,
Eating chicken nuggets and french fries.
more like the young boy he was. The boy who never had a dull moment.
That smile was to die for. Like my baby walk into a room, he would brighten up every room just from his smile. Just from his smile.
Mom Corey Bankhead came home Sunday night to find a door open and the 3-year-old missing. A doorbell camera showed him going outside about a half hour earlier. A neighbor later found Kamari in the water before he died at the hospital.
Hug y'all babies. Hug y'all baby, because I don't get to hug mine no more. Next time I see my baby, it'll be the burial.
An IMPD captain tells 13 News this apartment complex is a quiet, tight-knit neighborhood. Kamari's grandmother is grateful for it.
But everybody was helping us get to our daughter, to our grandson, just pointing us where to get. I mean, the whole community, I want to say thank y'all so very much. I want to say thank you to Miss Tammy who pulled him out the water.
It's not a night they want to relive, instead focusing on the good memories.
I love dancing with him, FaceTiming him all the time. He's just like, Auntie, you always at work. You come sleep in my bed.
My baby was loved. My baby was loved.
The love, the smiling, the dancing, memories they'll hold on to. In Indianapolis, Jenna Webster, 13 News.
And we are so sorry for that family. Kamari Williams' family is holding a balloon release and fundraiser for his services. It's going to be Friday night at 6 at Avalon Lake Apartments.
And developing tonight, newly released court documents are now providing a detailed look at the circumstances that may have led to a man's death and a hit and run, and this involved his own car.
And in those documents, Metro Police say the suspect confessed to the crime. 56-year-old Robbie Vedito died in the crash at Denison Street and West Troy Avenue last Thursday.
In those court documents, Metro Police say the suspect admitted that he had been arguing with his girlfriend in the street when Vedito drove by and then stopped, yelling at them to get out of the road. Then the suspect says he threw a plate of eggs and bacon at the SUV, and he says he got into a fistfight with Vedito.
Police say the suspect admitted to then searching Vedito for valuables before getting in the victim's car and then driving away. Then police say he confessed to turning around and running Vedito over.
In his confession, police say the suspect admitted to running the man over because he was afraid that his ex-girlfriend was going to run off with him. That suspect now is in custody and facing preliminary charges. That's a long list there: murder, robbery, causing serious bodily injury, auto theft, and battery with injury.
Tonight, an Eastside family is at a loss for words after 17-year-old Xavion Whitlow was shot and killed over the weekend.
His family now telling 13 News he was a student at George Washington High School. Right now here in Indianapolis, police are still investigating what led up to that shooting.
Our Matthew Foltz sat down with family and friends of Xavion who say this was the type of violence he worked so hard to prevent.
What is the storm coming?
On her backyard porch,
Not knowing this will be the storm.
Sharon Cannon reflects on dark days.
Worst storm of my life.
It's been over 36 hours since she last spoke with her 17-year-old grandson, Xavion Whitlow, and heard his voice.
He said, I love you. I said, I love you too. He always ended the call with, I love you.
Words she will now hold on to after getting a call hours later that he had been shot and killed at an apartment Sunday morning near 22nd and Central.
It was a bad scene because everybody ran off and left him. So he was sitting there by himself or laying there by himself.
Metro Police say it happened during a party in what they believe was a short-term rental inside the newly built apartments. Sharon says her grandson worked hard to promote peace and not violence.
He was a mannerable person. He was a very smart person. He's always, to me, been ahead of his times. He went to church. We belonged to Restoration Church.
X is what we call him.
Not only did people think he was smart, but also a leader, according to Antonio Patton. He's a local activist that created barbershop talks where young teens could come and have an outlet. Xavion was part of that program.
I was a mess. Woke me up early this morning. Instant tears, man. Heart broke, devastated, couldn't believe it.
Now, family and friends have to lay to rest a teen taken at just 17. While they search for answers into why, his grandmother has this message for the shooter.
And not only have you hurt us, you hurt your own family, because they will be affected by this just as much as we will. So you do the right thing, young man.
Hurt, they hope, can eventually heal with time. Reporting in Indy, I'm Matthew Foltz, 13 News.
And Xavion would have graduated high school next June. We're also working to learn more about the unit where the shooting happened from the apartment complex's leasing office. They sent us a statement which you can read at WTHR.com. Angela?
Felicia, we've been tracking a little complex of rain and storms that's had a big impact in some areas from Lafayette south to the west side of Indianapolis and now south of the capital city with some heavy rain and some lightning. What's left of this complex stretches from Ellettsville to the north side of Lake Monroe. Heaviest is moving over the eastern sections of Brown County, coming out of Nashville, headed east-southeast toward those of you in Columbus. We're also monitoring some additional storms, the redevelopment of the potential of severe storms up to our north and west. You can see the other impact this line of storms had. Heat index values only at 84 in Lafayette, but it's 104 right now, feeling like in Terre Haute, feeling like 100 in Bedford. So if you haven't had the cloud cover or the storms today, it's hot, it's humid. It's going to be hot and humid again tomorrow with scattered storms, upper 80s and low 90s for highs. Again, monitoring what develops up to our northwest. We'll have a complex of storms later tonight, early tomorrow morning. And then some of the latest indications are that the focus for the storms will begin to shift far enough south of us on Wednesday that our weather pattern will make that cooler change. In terms of rain chances, they peak tomorrow and then go lower. Temperatures will also start to go lower in the 7-day forecast. Relief from the heat is coming.
All right, Angela, thank you so much. And happening right now to the south in Indiana, conservation officers are trying to find a man who is missing in Lake Monroe. He disappeared around 1 o'clock yesterday in the Allens Creek area there. Investigators tell us that 27-year-old Keener Lugo was trying to swim ashore. He was in a boat when he then went in the water, and then he started to struggle, and then he disappeared under the water. They started searching for him last night, but they called it off when it got dark. They started searching again this morning.
Tonight, 5 men from central Indiana and across the state are under arrest accused of crimes against children. The Boone County Child Abuse and Sexual Exploitation Task Force joined Indiana State Police and the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force for this investigation. 13 other law enforcement agencies helped them. State Police released this statement. It says in part, this operation is a powerful example of what can be achieved when local, state, and federal agencies work together to protect our children.
Tonight, an Indianapolis family is safe after learning about a fire in their home through an alert from their security camera app. The fire happened just after 10 o'clock this morning. The house is located on West 29th near Dr. MLK Jr. Street. Indianapolis firefighters posting these pictures online. You can see their officers there responding to that fire. The woman who called 911 said she saw flames on her stove after getting the alert. The family now is staying with relatives.
Tonight, a former Avon chiropractor is reporting to community corrections in Hendricks County to begin serving 6 years on work release.
Rich Knight in the courtroom just this afternoon as the judge delivered that sentence against this doctor who admitted to sexually assaulting patients during treatments.
Under the plea agreement, Rock Bird pled guilty to 4 counts of sexual battery against patients during treatments at his Cornerstone Chiropractic Clinic in Avon. But the plea agreement called for no executed jail sentence. His lawyers argued again that work release was in that category and not a legal sentence under the deal. This was the third attempt at a sentencing hearing for Rock Bird, and it looked like even this one might be delayed again. But the only other option given to Bird was a jury trial, so he accepted the plea deal under the judge's understanding. Bird gave a brief statement in court. "I'm very sorry for the pain I've caused to the victims, my family, and the community. My remorse is indescribable. I'm fully committed to being a better man and whatever therapy is prescribed." Judge Daniel Zielinski was confident that work release was an option and the appropriate sentence. The judge denied a motion from Bird's attorneys to remove himself from the case, then sentenced Bird to 6 years on work release.
He showed insight into the nature of the case and the problems in the case, and he resolved them with a very sensible sentence.
Several victims at the hearing preferred the case go to trial, but did not want to speak on camera.
I'm very happy that Rock Bird will be reporting to work release today. However, I'm very disappointed that the case is not going to trial and that a plea agreement of no jail time was accepted. I do understand the give and take of litigation, but I don't understand how someone can sexually assault women for over a quarter century and not go to jail.
Bird can never practice as a chiropractor again. In Danville, Rich Knight, 13 News.
Bird's attorneys filed a motion to delay his sentence while they appeal, but the judge ordered him to report to the Hendricks County work release by 6 o'clock tonight. It's now 5:11.